Hello and welcome to episode 39. It's almost 40, which is kind of crazy, but that's kind of like a work week. So had I been doing this, I think that kind of makes sense. This is probably like a 1.5 week of full-time work project, but I don't know anyone that could actually work like that. So anyways, I haven't been able to do any streams yet today. So this is the first one of the day because it's been a little chaotic. But let's see. I'm not going to try to recap last one because I have no idea where we are at. But what I'm looking at now is a spreadsheet of a little of the bonus detail data. So we have this merged in now. Kaylin's been helping me put this together, and I think I'm going to use this on the weeks chart where we can, what I call it, the KR chart, which is how many weeks before they return to normal. And I think this will be an extra layer. So I think this is starting to look pretty interesting, having both like the industry and the cause of death as possible filters.
It was when we were talking about that earlier today, when we were talking about that chart, that was going to be my feedback. I was like, I could really see the like cause of death fitting in here really well. So when you said it, and I was like, it's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, except now I'm thinking about it. So we also had a what we call our work in progress meeting, and I have some notes on feedback from people, which I'll eventually turn into issues and incorporate, which are really good and helpful. However, keeping grayscale was actually one of the things that seemed to be interesting to people because the current iteration, I have a grayscale because I was fed up with color. However, now I'm thinking about it, that will make this doing this kind of thing pretty impossible. I mean, not possible, but yeah, it would be pretty impossible.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, maybe you could use like really muted, like kind of almost pastel-y.
Yeah, we could use some dark colors.
Yeah, just something like dark and muted, I guess.
Well, the problem is, so actually, let's review this real quick. Do you know how many broader causes there are?
I think there's only like, wait, I actually can count it up in my head right now. I mean, it's 6 or 7. Some of them, like how we talked about yesterday, some of them have 5 less, but I thought they were worth pointing out, so I kept them as their own categories.
Okay, and for industry, we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so what I'm trying to get at is I hate doing colors when there's like more than 4 distinct colors. It gets really hard. 7 becomes basically you have to do a rainbow. So there's 2 ways we could do that, right? We could, well, first let's take a scroll through and see where everything's at.
Yes.
Okay. I wonder if I should add a note that they can hover at this. Oh wait, hover enter. You should be able to hover at this face. Shoot.
Where'd they go? They were just there.
Oh, I know why. I think I might have to. I have to toggle pointer events when you get to this last step. I love how I start to do something and then I completely deviate from it, and I do that like constantly. Must be it's hell watching this. Charts hover. Okay, so let's also put that on. What is chart? Article. is disabled. Get this backwards. I want pointer events to be on usually. Okay, this works. Let's get to the hover. Should be able to hover here. Wait, oh no, wait after here. Okay, sweet, it's back. I think actually I didn't take one note. Let's see. Thanks to Wiki on click on desktop. Okay. Great. So, anyways, that's where we're at. We got this chart, which is working. I think I might have added the shadow. I saw this actually yesterday on a New York Times story, and it just has a nice little indication that there's more stuff. This chart still doing its thing. Nothing crazy here. And then this chart. Oh, that's I think where we left off. I was maybe working on this, which is still a little broken. Okay, so where do I want to start is a great question. It's already the afternoon, so I don't want to do anything with a lot of mental energy. Oh, so I was thinking actually, before I totally got distracted, was, let's see, we can put well, I'm gonna have to rebind these, so let's see. Specific, cause broad. What? I should put these in as itches first. Let's be good in greenhouse. All right. I don't think that's no, that's a question I still have to resolve. Use color. Oh, that's my cat. What else do we have here? Weave inspiration into hook. All right, was this one limit? Oh, yeah. So I might reduce filter population to 500 plus views instead of 100. Question. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Links to wiki on click. Yep, that's an easy one. Add annotation on hover. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, so there's going to be some annotations on that scrolly chart. I did this actually with a previous project, and I thought it was a good effect. So like you can do the tooltip and not see the annotations, so it's not cluttered. CNAME, yep. So first view of perspective. I have it somewhere. Not there yet. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, I do. An easy one. This is on the change. Do that first. That's access. What do we call this one here? Someone mentioned wanting to see annotations on the weeks chart. I'm kind of getting into this idea of an experimental thing where they actually click a button and we explain some things rather than take up more visual space. This is like a gravy, nice to have, but it could be interesting.
I'm intrigued by that, actually. At first I thought it was a joke, and then I was like, wait, no, actually this, like, it could be really commentary, like on a movie.
I could put just like a little speaker icon next to the person or something. Yeah. Plus, like, I don't know. Or like it could be even more involved where there's like a little button up top and it's more like an audio tour. So you could click it and then it'll like highlight the different names in the chart while it's talking about them. You know, kind of like sync it up.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm going to write both of those. So audio tour. Highlight or sync up name highlights audio, or just inline, which would be like mini speaker icon to click to here. This would be more like a normal pop-up, just a voice pop-up basically. So this would be a little more different and interesting maybe. Except, well, if anyone's still watching this, they obviously don't mind listening to me, but maybe they just have us muted. But I hate hearing myself talk like most people, so.
I think you have a good radio voice. I told you the other day that it feels like a podcast when I'm like doing other work and also listening. So.
Agree to disagree. Explain. Oh yeah. And then last one. What's it? I already have an issue for this. I'll just make it more descriptive. Oh goodness, 35 issues. I thought we were close to being finished here. Okay, what was the easy one I wanted to do? Because I could see if this is interesting or not. Where is it? Just put this in. Change. This one's like a one-liner to see if it works or not. And that's .js. Basically, where I'm putting in their name, I would put in their name and I forget what we called it. Description. as but it's gonna definitely be way too tight there if that actually worked. Oh yeah. Oh, those are a lot longer than I was expecting. I mean, let's just.
Is there any way to make it its own column? Or is that adding too much to the table?
I mean,
would you like highlight the name a little bit as opposed to the occupation in parentheses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just even see if it can fit as a one-liner on desktop. Excuse me. I can make it tiny, and I usually don't want to make set text too small. With a very peculiar number. That seems unlike me. Okay. X with, oh no, 60 rem is pretty big. That's not 60 rem. Get out of here. Oh wait, because the table is not going as big as it could. Oh yeah, we could definitely easily get this. Okay. So let's do what you're saying. Let's just expand. We can tweak the styling of that. Is it classed? Oh, it is .name. Can use it though. I don't want to make these bold, but apparently not going to. It's type size currently. I guess I don't need to do the parentheses. That's taking up space. Oh yeah, those are messing with percents. Let's just put this. No, that's not being respected at all. Oh, I see, first child. We're talking. This is that long. Oh. There's a few that are pretty freaking long. I mean, almost.
Oh, hold on. Who is? Oh,
I had to include pornographic actress.
I do include it.
I mean, I don't know if I think this is an improvement or not.
Could you? Is it cheating to just manually go into that person and take that out? Just to.
No, it's not cheating.
But you said you're not sure if you like this in general.
I mean, I still have to play with the style, I suppose, but it seems pretty busy.
Yeah.
For some reason. Guys. That's. And I'd say. I could do something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking the bolded as well, and I do like it.
I can't read. The problem is you can't, like, the numbers are so far away.
Yeah. It's just so much blank space. Can we? I mean, there's only 81.
It's 81.
I mean, I could manually, similar to what I'm doing on the other sheet, just shorten them a little bit.
I suppose we could do that. But like, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I guess you could just say president of Cuba.
Yeah. And there's some, like, I feel like that are more well known as well.
Yeah, I don't know if this is worth it.
Yeah. I feel like the occupation doesn't add much for me. I think having the ability to click, maybe even combined with the tooltip as well, would cover this for me.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, we can just look like we'll look like smaller. We could do. I think we called it. I think I called it occupation, or maybe it was industry. Undefined. Let's try industry. Yeah, I don't think that's.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have the description there. Wait, we already have it in there. So you could just edit it, I guess, but.
Yeah. Actually, that's exactly what I was thinking.
All right, well, I'll leave that to you if you want to take a stab at it. I think if there are more, though, than, like, I don't know, like, I guess we can literally just look at it here. Like, if it's any more than, like, 4 or 5 words.
Because, I mean, I could change that just to video game programmer, you know?
Yes.
Like, there's some descriptive words on here, some adjectives that don't need to be there. Yeah, that I could probably do it while you're talking.
All right, well, if you want to take on that challenge, we can try it. I will put it back to description and put this back to my desired width. It should be like I believe like 45 for the rest. No, that'll be 15 each. That's anyways. All right, something to do on.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Are we going to return to the colors, occupation, cause of death discussion?
Sure.
Is now the time, or will come in the future? I wasn't sure if when I left.
No, I think so. Actually, that's it. Sure, let's go there. So there's two ways to approach it. One, come up with a bunch of colors. Man, this is taking so long right now. My internet is. Are
you still there?
Yep, so there.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure if your internet went out.
No, I personally cut out. So, right, we could have like two rows. One that says like, here, let's not talk. Let's write.
Okay. Could have two rows.
T head. I just have a problem with that. Oh, it's never red. I thought it was. Oh yeah, two rows. So let's get to the data. So let's create like a setup. We call this filters. What we do is take people data. Actually, no, we take oh, we just have people data. Oh yeah, people data. People data. Patient or the industry. However, I think I have multiple in there, so this gets a little more complicated. Actually, we can do this in clean data. It'll be much cleaner.
Hence the name.
In industry, we actually want it to be an array of d.industry.split on the comma. Then the same thing for what are we calling it? Cause broad. Oh, wait, there's not going to be multiple causes. It's just going to be a single one. Okay, so that's industry. So you want to say people data dot map. Industry. It's going to be an array of arrays. Industries equals. And we're just going to separate it out. So now we've got a giant list of all of them. But then we want to find the unique ones. So actually, I'll just show you what this looks like. This is everything. List it out as one flat array. Oh, it's not, because it's not doing anything. Come on. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. We want to be in here. This is me for making stupid chart names. Yeah, so this is all the things, and so we want this just a unique list of this, right? So I'm going to use lodash unique, which is just a little mini function. So npmi lodash unique. So we can just say, well, we have to require it. Import unique from It's on. What will be that? And then we can simply say, throw that around that, and we have the unique list of industries once this installs. Let's do this for the time being. It's been terrible. There we go. And now we run it. And there we go. We have 8 unique things, which seems to be correct. We didn't have any typos, which is another way we'd be able to know. So there we go. The next thing is, I guess I could just create, let's see, care dot. So in these 2 ways, we could just list them all out and then have you if we did it color wise, you could just click the thing and then all the colors would match up. You could just click each of them. Oh, so the other option, I suppose, is have it as a drop down and you select one at a time and it only highlights those ones on the chart. So it's either a color codes all of them or a color codes a single one. So we're gonna have 8, and even if you look at Color Brewer, for example, there's no possible way to get 8 colorblind friendly unique colors. If we go to see, even if you go crazy like that, it's impossible.
And it's just not going to look nice also with if the grayscale aesthetic stays.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna it'll look like that.
Yeah, which is just not, obviously, like we said, it's not accessible.
Right.
And also, it's, might be a bit of an eyesore.
You can't do 6 according to this. I don't believe that. Anyways, yeah. So I think let's go with the select.
Yeah. I also think that it'll be easier to match intuitively. So instead of going back to a key of colors, you can actually select what you want to look at.
Right, exactly. So I'll just fade out the other names and make those even more prominent.
Mm-hmm.
So basically we need to create yes, let's create a place for this list. I forgot about the heated bars. Remember those? Then we can go ahead and create our dropdown. And the first one will say option and value. What are we calling this? Industry. Actually, no, I'll just do this D3 style. So let's do it all in the JS. The industries dot what is it? Shift. Oh wait, unshift, because I want to add something to the front. It's a new element at the start of array. And then we want to say dot select figure filter. Actually, we should just give this one a name. It equals filter industry. select all option data industries option actually, I might have to do property. Property. We'll find out. What? Where does unshift return a new array? Not sure. Apparently I'm, oh wait, that's just value. I'm failing miserably right now. Okay, that worked. Oh, I never saved this when I changed the class name. Okay. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we have our little drop down. So now we can say drop down that on input. It's the line function. What is it? Drop down dot. Yeah. There we go. And so now we can just use that to let's see, filter or change the data here. So we can just say, let's see, did we save it when we set up the chart? Doesn't look like, oh, it's set up chart 2. Let's get rid of that. Colorize is also. Okay. Doesn't look like we saved anything. So we need to do, what's people? Oh yeah, it's local. Okay. So we need to say UL, that's the closest thing we have. UL.select all person. Class is highlight. And simply, we can look at the array industry, d.industry.includes val. Be true false. And so then we just need to make a stylistic change on person. Style. And now let's just say, and is highlight. And actually now I'm thinking about it, we want to kind of do the opposite, is Fade. Just go like label. Is that what we're looking for? Label. Oh no, it is just person. Yes. There we go.
I like that so much more than colors. Wow.
We could make them bold too, I suppose, but I feel like that makes them stand out enough.
I do too. I think the other ones are basically totally faded.
Yeah, cool. That works. Yeah. And the only thing that doesn't work is industry. We just want to, where is it? It's faded. So if it's, let's think about this logic. Actually, do we make them all capitalized?
Yes.
Okay. Well, will you take that task on?
Yes, capitalize all of them in the sheet, right?
Awesome, thank you.
I'm almost done with shortening the descriptions.
Person. So basically, if it's, we want it to not be faded. If val is equal to industry, or I did that wrong. Industry. Oh wait. And that's totally oppositely wrong. There we go. And let me steal my drop down that I always use. Where's the last time I used a drop down? I think I used one here. Oh no, I didn't. Totally didn't. Nope. Oh. Maybe. Yep. But I put a flex on the select. Okay. It's probably gonna be two of these. Let's see. wait until I get the other one in there. So the other one's going to be the same deal, right? Or is it? Actually, I don't even think I have the... All right, let's bring it in. So we've got cause broad. Cause broader, okay.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the comment I left, if you have any.
Okay, so this one, wait, so let me read this again.
I can like also explain it talking to you.
Okay, so it was sudden.
Yeah, so when we were like talking yesterday, we're like, well, technically a heart attack is unexpected, right?
Uh-huh.
We classify that as unexpected.
Yes.
But when I looked up that person on their Wikipedia page, it said that since the 90s, this person had been having heart problems. So it wasn't necessarily unexpected. But if you look in the case of David Bowie, we were classifying cancer as like a more long-term medical issue. However, the public was not, if I'm correct, was not aware that he had cancer before he died. It was unexpected and sudden.
Well,
so I don't know like if that factors in.
So we could get into it, but now that we have a drop down, I'm actually more inclined to use this one because it doesn't matter if we have 5 things or 10 things.
Got it.
So let's actually go with broad first and see what that looks like. So
do you want me to capitalize them too? I think
yes.
Here, I could just paste it in literally. So here's, wait, I'm lying. The capitalization for stalling for a moment.
Oh, also we should, I mean, I see that there's 100 something here. We should just get rid of, because this was like an earlier iteration.
Yeah.
It might make your life easier if we have to do more to just like get rid of some. Oh, it is not in order.
Oh, get rid of some.
Oh, bummer. These aren't in. Oh, yeah, like the ones that aren't actually in the data set because there's 130 and there's only 80 people.
Got you.
But I don't know what the order of this is.
Got it. So you don't know which one was removed and which one was not.
Like you'd have to manually be like, okay, is Omar in our new data set?
Yeah, which is not. It's only like an extra.
So you can actually delete him.
It's like an extra 50 people, so it's not huge. Yeah. Let me I'll paste this in. So I just put in the film. I don't know if it would help just to have them capitalized now.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Oh, and also here, the thing that does need to be fixed, TV needs to be fixed. So if we replace that with TV.
Oh, lowercase TV.
Yeah, and match the case. Replace all. There we go. And then here, I'm putting in the... Do you think I work on Google Docs and Sheets throughout the day?
Very quick.
And then here, I now have the capitalized broader causes. Cause broader. There you go.
Wait, that's cause. We have 2 cause broaders. That's cause broad.
Oh,
all right.
I forgot my own labeling.
I'm running it, and then while we're waiting, but we can make this. We can know what I'm going to do, so we can reuse this function. In the clean data, even though there's only 1 cause, I'm actually going to cause broad, turn it into an array, so that we can reuse that same exact care. Instead of filters, we can actually just say, no. data, data, name, 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 two. Data. Oops. This is the only place where, let's say, industry. Okay, that is called industry. I'm just going to change this to cause. You know what? I'll just do it in here because we have a multiple. Data. Sweet. And now let's go to carry PS. Cause. And so we're going to use this by setup filters. We can say industry. Let's duplicate that. Cause. All right, so I think that will work. Oh, I never copied the data over. Oh, industry. I don't think I referenced industry anywhere else. Oh, huh. And also I realized it should actually be lowercase. Okay, see how that works. It worked, but there's no data in there. Let's look at our people. I'm doing this. Great. Let's look at people data. Cause is undefined. So it's actually in the CSV. Cause. Oh, there's cause. Oh, there's just cause. Oh, because I did it. Oh, wait, look. I already did it. So there is no cause broad. If we go back to clean data, results. There we go. That's it for drug overdoses?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I didn't classify any as accidents. I just made that a specific category.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, accident was a different category.
Yep.
Yeah, these are ones like that they didn't officially announce a cause of death. Some of them can be deduced, maybe natural causes or something like that, but
I see.
mhm.
Interesting. Cool. So I should probably wrap it here, but that was good. Let me just tweak that style because that's going to bother me if I don't. Fixed. Why are those so wide? Oh, what do I have with on? But why is it still doing that? Or is it? Oh. Centered. Out of whack. It is just for content. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted center. Size. And cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. See you.